begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes firing complete. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 78 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. It's Kelsey on the grab. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A first down carry now for Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign mode. This ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
What? 380. 57 the mic. No chance. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Carson, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Guys, it's game situation.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are, we can't get going, are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first. Down.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Run. Get it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Yo.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf.
Run to the ball.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, Carson, and he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
That's how we ball.
It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 45-yard line.
380.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Mike 54. I got him. He's coming. Gotta go in and out. Let's go. One left.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
57. Rip left. Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth-down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over.
He's got daylight, 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson. 70 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 27, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Darnold keeps it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Seahawks take over. Let's go. At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give right side. Carson. 9 yards on the gain there, so from second and 19, now we've got a third and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Flush to his right. And incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's not me and you.
A final shot before the break. Darnold looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Quentin Jefferson able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And he's going to go down again. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Jefferson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Yeah, I'm going to lose one.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Delta. Mike 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want... Red 80. Nickel. Yellow 80.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Darnold from the red zone now. Sliding out of the pocket. This one caught by Crowder. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Pull it high.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike's 54. Mike.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Man, 80, 50, Mike 50. Mike 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell.
Go, run.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boom, bust stop.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley.
so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, dog pounders surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants.
To kick off for the Giants.
Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 55. 15 Lonnie. Hey, eat. Watch the pass.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing on second down. Jackson eluding them. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Snead's got it. They find some open field here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Mike, 55.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run here with Ingram. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. 70 ending. Mike 47. Check.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 33 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Shift. Hey, check right. Watch 55. It's been a long day for you. Shift. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Four down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mike 29. Check. Watch twist.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Yeah. Mike 29. You must be dreaming. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 99, check 99.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of it now. Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, set, 10 logo. Who that?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Kill, turn up.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the ship. Protein spill. Watch the ship. Five.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Is sacked by Justin Ellis.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, high 7. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
15, Ronnie. 59. Sponge. Hey, Orbit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now he's forced out right. He's got his man. This is Tate. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
22 jet bomber. He's checking crack. Sleep grip.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
The Ravens take over.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
At their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Defense, let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. You're not ready.
Now Jones on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Bravo.
Check 48's the Mike.
Let's go.
Here's Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Slayton. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Nifty plant.
Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, get in the way.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Any weapon.
You think you gonna get this? Slam. 48 Mike. 48.
5.
Can't believe they let you play.
Let's go. 5.
Now Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Stop your whining.
Check 52.
On first down, it's Ingram, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants.
Keep doing it.
Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded about a yard deep.
The Ravens take over
All
first
day,
and 10
baby, let's go.
at their own
Let's go.
45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
SOS. 47's the mic.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
They're not ready for this.
It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Give me that ball, defense.
They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wahoo! Here we go, G.
Mike 48.
I got him. Big river.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Second and goal from the 1. Another try for Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. On 2nd and 10, Jackson, it's complete to Snead. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson.
Give me some.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got him. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Jackson to throw again. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's got Snead. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Jackson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Ingram's got the 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson will throw again. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
34, Ravens 16. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down now. Barkley, room to run past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
A loss of 13 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, watch edge.
Barkley.
Run, they're running.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A first down carry for Barkley. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know you felt
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Bring it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Roberts got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
47's the mic.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Good defense holds them to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson, and it is incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might give radio silence back.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 29. Hey, here we go. Kill. Wide, get wide.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed it, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
I got it. Watch twist. Topper. Hey, check Mike 47. Nice.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Boom.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use him at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Manning gonna throw here. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Charles, it's one thing
Let's
to
go.
win.